100.
Well, hello aviation lovers and welcome back to the Vliegpiet channel. This week I have a flight for you to Keflavík, back to Keflavík again. This time the weather was quite nice, so enjoy this one.
Dan graag een descent checklist. Descent checks. Pressurization landing altitude 150 voet. De baan geeft 160. Recall. Checked. Auto brakes op 3. Landing data.
Ik heb nog geen flaps geselecteerd.
Tango Reykjavik control, contact.
Flaps 30 kunnen we gewoon doen. Dus dat is ref 30 146 en de minima staan op 390.
Check en approach briefing.
Vragen, geen vragen.
Geen vragen. Completed.
So just completed the descent checklists. Before that, I already performed the briefing for the approach and for the ILS runway 19er at Keflavik. Winter operations mean we give extra attention to the weather conditions, the low temperatures and the friction of the runway. In the meantime, we've reached our top of descent. Since we selected the lower altitude, the airplane descends automatically.
Scattered at 3,300 feet. Ceiling broken at 18,000 Golf feet. Fox Mike 1 Tango. Now contact.
Is box 1 even uit hoor?
Ja, check.
1.5 hectopascal, 28.76 inches. Snow removal operations in progress.
Snow removal.
Crew, drone, flight, over terminal. Advise on initial contact. You have information Bravo. Keflavík Airport, ATC information Bravo, issued at 09er46 UTC. Runway 19er in use. Expect ILS or RNP approach, runway 19er. Runway 19er, condition report at 09er39er UTC. Runway condition code 555, 50%, 3 kilometers.
Good morning, Greenland
snow,
779.
available width 50 meters. Taxiway Charlie 3, 4. Taxiway Echo 1, 4. Taxiway Echo 2, 4. Taxiway Echo 3, 4. Taxiway Echo 4, 4. Taxiway Kilo 2, 4.
All taxiways.
Taxiway November 4, 4.
No comment.
Taxiway Sierra 2,
887. Now
Runway.
contact Reykjavik 1197.
119.7 to Avia 687. Reykjavik Commanding to Avia 687, level 332 for 100.
Transfer 6887, Reykjavik, roger.
Even net die ijs erbij.
Degrees, 9 knots.
Transavia 6887, contact approach 1093.
19.3, Transavia 6887, good day. Approach, good morning, Transavia 6887, descending 100, last book.
Transavia 6887, Keflavík approach identified. Descend via star to 6,000 feet. QNH 974.
Via star, descending 6,000 feet on QNH 974 hectopascal, Transavia 6887.
If you descend and you go from the standard pressure, which is 1013 hectopascal, to the local pressure of, in this case, 974 hectopascal, the difference is 39. Multiply that by 27 and the difference in altitude is 1053 feet, about 300 meters.
6000 via the star. Dat is de Masboel.
Easy 1 Hotel Electric, contact Keflavík Tower 118.3.
Keflavík Tower
Ja, dat zijn allemaal above hoogtes. Prima.
When the ground temperature drops below zero, we correct the different altitudes on the approach, like the initial approach fix, the minimums and the missed approach altitude. Today it's only -1, so it's just a small correction. When vectored by ATC, we don't have to correct the altitudes they assign us.
Transavia 6887, information is Bravo. We can now turn right direct to Elvum and cancel all restrictions.
Right turn direct Eltham, cancel all restrictions, Transavia 6887.
Dat is mooi.
Willen we zo? Ja, Luna. 18
Nou, kijk eens. Mooi te zien zelfs.
Roland 560, Reykjavik, contact identified, climb to 5,000 feet on unit 974.
Is dit dan Reykjavik of niet?
En Mivlo 74, ja.
Volgens mij wel.
180.
Gaaf zeg.
Ja, daar ligt ook een luchthaven daar.
Norland 570, initially heading
Naar Venus.
340.
Retard Venus pad.
Check. Het zou een heel klein baantje wezen daar.
Mm.
Kan je hem zien op het puntje aan de linkerzijde?
Oh, daar, ja, inderdaad.
The city we're looking at is Reykjavik, and the airport we're seeing is the Reykjavik Domestic Airport. I leave the pronunciation of the Icelandic name to you.
Level 160.
It's only used for, as the name suggests, domestic traffic. The larger airport of Keflavík is used for international flights, so that's where we are heading to.
Eco identified. Afspringen.
Checked my site as well. 220. Bij Elven.
On this arrival, we have some speed restrictions. This is programmed in our FMC, so I can switch back to VNAV mode.
En een Venus pad.
Check.
gecorrigeerd.
Check.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
It always takes a bit of time for the flaps to travel to position 1. With the higher flap settings, this goes faster. This is because the leading edge flaps and slats simultaneously extend with the trailing edge flaps. A lot of hydraulic power is needed at the same time.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
The leading edge devices only have two settings, extend and full extend. With flaps 5 you can see that this goes already much faster.
Archer Lowy, D63 with the Yankee, Oscar 3 Charlie, path out
Ja,
to
nog volop blijft
2700, climb in flight level 290.
Ja, runway links.
Ja, contact.
Hello, EC63 Whiskey Yankee. Keflavík Airport identified. Cancel all
Volledig een
restrictions.
klein wolkje voor.
Level
Oké.
290, route direct to Oscar.
Climb unrestricted, flight level 290, direct Oscar, EC63 Whiskey.
And EC63 Whiskey Yankee, I would appreciate as soon as you're able, 250 or greater.
250 or greater, EC63 Whiskey Yankee.
Yes.
This flight was on the day Ireland and the northern part of Great Britain were battling Storm Eowyn.
We hebben bijna niks meer in de center.
Transavia 6887, now contact Keflavík Tower 1183. Have a good day.
1183, Transavia 687, good day.
Ja, check, zet de pumps nog uit.
That's why we had to fly via Norway to Iceland instead of via Scotland.
Precies voor landen.
Ja.
This was also the reason we had to carry a lot of extra fuel. But by now the center tanks were almost empty. And when that quantity drops below 473 kilograms, we could get a pump low pressure warning. To avoid that warning on short final, we switched the center pumps off. We will use the fuel on the return flight.
Gear down, flaps 15.
Ja, flaps 15.
60 on the speed.
2500.
Check.
And there's the runway. On the left, the city of Keflavík. What a beautiful scenery with the land fully covered in fresh snow.
Ja, one departure die staat te knippen. Ja, dat klopt. down the flaps 30.
Flaps 30.
151 en de landing checklist.
Landing checks. Engine start switches.
Continuous,
Speed brake.
arms,
Landing gear.
down,
Air flaps.
30 degrees.
Landing checks completed.
Approaches 3.
Take on 19 and 93 on airport 318. Bye bye.
Flight director.
Autopilot off, it's a manual landing today. At this moment there is another aircraft on the runway, ready for departure. Once airborne, we will get our landing clearance.
Fuel stop.
Okay, has new rolling.
Check. Stabilized. Check.
1000. 687 and wind to 1006 knots, runway 19 is clear to land.
19er, clear to let. Transavia 6887.
$500.
Check.
Check.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Check.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed brake up.
Full reverse.
Speed force normal.
Manual braking.
Out the brakes disarmed. 60 knots.
Transavia 687, vacate the right and Sierra, taking an echo. Taxi with caution, especially in touch. Ground 121 decimal S.
Right Sierra, right Echo and 119 Transavia 6887.
Take rechts.
Ja, as briefed.
And slippery.
Yep.
Ground Transavia 688, vacating 19er.
Transavia 6887.
The taxiways were indeed very slippery, so we taxied slowly and with caution. Let's fast forward to our parking position. By the way, how do you like my new music? I hope you liked it. If so, please like this video, leave a comment and consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see all of you back again next week for another Vliegpiet's Flying Friday. Don't forget to smash that Vliegpiet subscribe button, hit the bell icon and join the journey.